If you are building your course in Kajabi and you are wondering what the heck is dripped content, how do you use it? Is it different than scheduled content? Is it different than locked content? What's the differences between it all? Don't worry, I'm going to go over all of that in this short video. Hi, if we haven't met before, my name is Erica Pruitt. I am the owner of Gold Coast Creative, where I make premium Kajabi templates. And in this channel, I help make Kajabi simple and beautiful. All right. Let's get into it. Real quick, if you don't already have a Kajabi account and you would like to jump into Kajabi, I have an extended 30-day trial. I also include my premium checkout page template and my lead magnet template, all free, so that you can get going in Kajabi in a beautiful way. And if you already have a Kajabi account, but you would like either of those things, they're always available in my shop, and I will stick those in the description below as well. All right, so Kajabi settings for modules and lessons. First thing to note is Kajabi does everything by modules. So you can't set dripped or scheduled locked content on the lesson level. It's always going to be on the module level. And then after that, let's go over the two easiest ones. There's draft and published. Draft is just, I'm working on it, no one can see it. Published is, everyone can see it, it's available now, it's live in the course. A lot of people are just going to build out a course, make every module and lesson live under published, and then make that available to their evergreen students. As they purchase the course, they get access to everything. All right, but that's not what this video is about. So I'm going to walk you through one of the other options, which is dripped content. What is dripped content? Dripped content allows students to access different modules based on how long they've been enrolled in your course. So the easiest thing to think about is an example. The first day that they enroll on your course, they will have access to that first module, and then a week after that, you can set it custom to whatever you want, but I'm just using a week as an example. They will then get access to that second module. So like the third module, 3 weeks after that, and going on and on. So why would you want to do this? The biggest reason people want to do this is because it prevents overwhelm. If you can imagine getting access to 5 different modules with 70 different lessons, people can kind of get overwhelmed, they get stuck, they have a hard time progressing through the course. So it is a technique for people to be able to get students to stay engaged in their course for longer. It is perfect for group coaching programs, accountability programs, fitness programs, mindset work, habit-based transformation programs, anything where you want people to make sure that they are taking steps, and taking steps in the course is the actual difficult part. Here's how I like to think of it. When I get a package in the mail, I am kind of weird and hilarious in that I get a very big urge to open that package immediately. I'm super excited, even if it's something weird like kids shampoo or butcher's twine. I already know what it is. I'm like, ooh, package. And then I'm excited to open it. And then once that kind of wears off, I start to use it. Now, if you can kind of imagine, that's like a package arriving at somebody's doorstep once every week, instead of it all just showing up like Christmas time at once. Then every week, that person gets excited for what's going to come next, to see what's going to be in the content that's being released, and then they'll re-engage in that content. And it's an extra reminder of like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm in this course, I need to engage with this content. So if you can think of like a subscription based model where maybe you get a package in the mail every month, that would be kind of what drip content is digitally. So this is great for courses that really need people to progress in modules sequentially. Also, side note, it can be very helpful if you are building out your course as people take it the first time. Then they obviously don't have access to module 4 if module 4 is not built yet. Now, when do you not use drip content? Honestly, I think most courses, if they are already built out, can be very enjoyable to just access all at once, especially if students are going to get a specific problem solved, or if you tackle a bunch of different problems that people can jump around and be like, I honestly just need to figure out the social media strategy for my photography course, but I already have, a sole proprietorship or LLC set up, so I don't need to see this in module 1. I don't know if that's kind of a silly example. But any situation where students are buying that course for specific information, you don't want to hold them back, and you want them to get that success as soon as possible. Also, I really sometimes enjoy binge watching courses and getting as much done in a span of time that I have while I have that excitement over that course. So it feels super nice to be able to be like, dude, I'm just going to dedicate this weekend to be getting through as many of these modules as once, so that I'm not stringing out this course for as long as possible, and then I can actually feel like I got it done. Something to think about. Okay, so what's the difference between drip content and scheduled content? Because Kajabi offers both. Scheduled content allows you to release modules on a specific date. So that would be like all students get this new content on June 1st. It doesn't matter if you enrolled 3 years ago or enrolled yesterday, you will get this new content June 1st. This works really well for live launches, cohort programs, challenges, memberships, group coaching, live teaching experiences, anything where people are like, hey, I want to show up on this date. We're all going to do this together and we want to see this exciting new lesson or material. That is the big difference. Is drip content, someone can access it 7 days from whenever they started, whereas scheduled content, it's all going to be at the same time no matter when people signed up for your course. All right, lastly and really quickly, what is locked content? Locked content means that somebody cannot move to the next module until they complete something in the previous module. It might be finishing a quiz that you upload and getting a certain passing grade, and then that will release the next module. And so instead of it being based on time or an interval, it's just based on an action. So they could potentially unlock all of your modules one by one over a weekend. They just have to show that they've watched that previous video or they've completed the quiz. This is really important for courses where certification really matters, quizzes matter. You need students to complete things in a certain order, and you need to know that they understand the material. Think of things like educational programs, coaching programs, compliance training, language learning. Programs where skipping ahead and making sure that your students complete everything in the material is really important. All right, so hopefully this helped you understand the difference between dripping content, scheduling content, and locking content. If you would like to see a behind the scenes of exactly how to set up each of those in Kajabi, I walk that through step by step in how to build your course in Kajabi. As you can see right here, it is around minute 15. There you will see exactly how to set each of those up. If this video was helpful, subscribe for more Kajabi tips and tricks. And if you haven't built out your course yet and you would like a step-by-step walkthrough on exactly how to do that, that video will be super helpful and I will see you there.